Folks, hey, drive time, folks, drive time. Listen, this is more of an audio than a video. Oh, hope everybody's day went fine. Hope everything is everything with everybody everywhere. All right. Well, sound like Brother X. All right. Now, you see the title. Shout out to my emoji gang, my new folks, the old folks. And I appreciate the folks that watched the live stream with one each. The Bronx Goon, Truth Teller 410, and they call me X, Brother Xavier, at the Prophet of Thought. Okay? Now, I hear a lot of things, not directed at me, just in general. And especially when it's something that you have a little bit of experience with, I figure I'd be remiss. Well, I mean, it ain't costing me nothing for me to speak on it. Look at this, y'all. Let me show y'all something, because I'm going back. Damn it, I can't show it to you. Let me try. I don't know if y'all can see that. I ain't gonna know until I get to where I'm going. The illegals, they done put them up in a housing unit over here on the east side of San Antonio. I'm going back to my end. And they just fill up. You see all the stuff if you saw it, and roll their ass back over there with HEB's baskets, because the grocery store's right down the street. I heard about it. Everybody was talking about it. They said they was even talking about it on the news. But anyway. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Now I'm going to talk about. I'm going to try to get something together to deal with this crap that I heard from Boyce Watkins. This guy is something effing special. He said something to the fact, something I'm not that close, gonna be that far off. He was in a room with a bunch of single men that didn't have children and wasn't married, and he called them betas. Said he was in a room of betas with because they wouldn't they won't marry or whatever the hell these single moms, but you have sex with them and impregnate them. Wait a minute. How could they have sex? How you gonna say impregnate? Because you said none of them in the room had any children. So that means they ain't impregnated anybody. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can't be the only person that caught that. I can't be the only. He loves projecting stuff. You were raised, but look, your mama was a single mama. That's it. Some man came in and rescued your mama and you and your other siblings. Now, I will admit, because y'all know I'm in my 50s. I'm from the stepdaddy era. I remember growing up. Nah, I don't have one. I mean, Big John is my daddy. I mean, my daddy is my daddy. But I remember growing, think about it. Like Miss Hayes, that was married, but, he wasn't the father of the kids. And I remember the Evans, same thing with the Evans, same thing with Parler, same thing with Miss White, same thing with Miss, and I remember that stuff. So I'm from the men before me. There was some stepdaddy being mofos, raising other ninjas kids, mofos. Now look at it in hindsight. How did that turn out? Huh? How did that turn out? The flip out of here, man. And for somebody that's supposed to be something talking about economics, the only thing he got to do is hear anybody say something about it, and here he come defending his queen. Look, man, we all know the story of you. You even said it. You was after her when she didn't have any kids, None of this other stuff. She turned you down. She married somebody else, had kids with somebody else. I don't know if he left her or she left him. She only gonna tell you what she wants you to know. That's just the way to get down. And this ain't even what the hell I'm supposed to be talking about, but damn it, I'm gonna get it off my chest. So you gonna go after, or fake go after, other black men that don't want to do what you did. I seen the video where you was shot with your phone in the house, where you had to go get your wife because her kids was clowning you or whatever, not showing you the due respect in your house that you thought you should be showed, and all that blah 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 blah. Everybody, look, it's a whole bunch of dudes, me included, that ain't no way in effing hell I put up with no SHIT like that. Because number one, wouldn't no chick have her kids in my house anyway. And I wouldn't be in a house with a chick that got kids. Look, we all grown, old, she got kids, and they grown, they don't live with her. Different story. Living under the same roof with with Jared Quavius's kids, with Shotgun Mike's kids. Man, come on, see little Jared Quavius. You know what I'm saying? Better not be telling me you ain't nobody got time for that. I almost said the S word, I almost said it. Ain't nobody got time for that excrement. Oh, well, take that back. Apparently you got time for that excrement, but I don't, and a whole bunch of other men don't. Now, the ones that are those serial impregnators, if they say, now if you talking about a serial impregnator, now you talking a whole different ball game of dude. But most serial impregnators, they ain't got no problem with screwing with a baby mama, because a lot of them are baby mamas already when they met Mr. Serial Impregnator. Number one. Number two, he didn't take it, Boyce, Moist, whatever the hell. Yeah, Boyce. He didn't take it. She gave it to him. Now, if he take it, let him go to court, have his day in court. If he's tried and found guilty, bust the deal, face the wheel. You freaking savage. But if it was amicable, if they, man, shut up, man. So y'all need to do something. Y'all and then the final one, because I'm sorry, y'all, I ain't even planning on this. Man, I'm triggered. And you're gonna say that you wouldn't deal with a single mother, but a lot of y'all are single mothers. That means you hate your mother. Well, some people did hate their mother, because some people had horrible ass mothers. Or some people had absent mothers. They raising themselves. Two brothers and a sister, they raising themselves because mom gone. This, that, and other. So hell no, that leaves an indelible impression. Yes, I said indelible. Impression on them. Indubitably indelible. Indubitably. So now, don't mean he hate. He just knows what comes with it because they lived it. You was lucky that your mom found a full-blown simp to come in and take care of some other Negroes, plural, children. And her. Now, how did you repay him? What was his reward? Because we all know some dudes, we see it, they done married a chick, she already got kids, they get a divorce, and she put him on paper for everything. Kids that wasn't even his. She wasn't even getting child support from the original baby daddy because she got impregnated by a bum. Or he in the pen or some crap like that. But most often than not, he was a bum. Or she don't even remember who he was. Drunk after the club, booted over in the parking lot of a daggum 1984 Oldsmobile 98 Regency. photo with a vinyl top, true spoke wheels, and gangster white walls. What you talking about, man? You sound like daggum Umar. Like women ain't have nothing to do with it. They just walking down the street, slipped, tripped, and fell, and landed on Ray Ray's erect schlong. And as soon as she fell on it, he burst, erupt. What the hell, dude? Look, he killed me with, look, dude, everybody don't want to be like, everybody don't want to take care of somebody else's seed. Some men want to create their own freaking family with a chick that don't have kids. Now, wrap your head around that, Watkins. Flip out of here. Man, I heard that stuff. Man, I was losing my cool. Anyway, god dang it, y'all. I'm gonna have to put a timestamp on this in case somebody don't want to hear this. What time? What is it? 11 minutes? Okay, look. What I hear people talk about when it comes to work, authority, and position. I can normally tell when I'm listening to a person that has never been in a managerial position. Now, let me tell you this, because I ain't going after nobody. That's not what I'm doing. But listen to me. The view is different. I'm going to take something. I don't care if you just, okay, you work at a shop, or you work at a store, you work at an auto parts store, you work at a furniture store, or you work at whatever. The view is different from the entry-level employee than it is for the first and second tier management. Because your level of responsibility is you. Their level of responsibility is you, and the person that's under is you and the person that's next to them and their manager over them. Give you an example. Shop. I ain't gonna say the name of it. Nationwide. Heck, they might be worldwide. Truck rental company. Think Ryder, but I'm not talking about Ryder. These guys ride around. They got yellow trucks. I know the name. I ain't gonna say it. I was one of their I was a contractor for them for a minute when I was in San Antonio, up until the time I left. You got a mechanic on the floor, and all mechanics ain't the same. Now, mechanics know this, but non-mechanical people, most people don't know this. You got chassis mechanics. You got ones that specialize in brakes. You got this one that does electronics. This one does transmissions and gears, differential gears. This one specializes in engines. He done been to the factory school for Cummins, or he's Caterpillar certified. He's Detroit diesel certified. Volvo makes their own engines. Mack make their own engines. Okay, everybody else uses one of the big three: Detroit, Cummins, Caterpillar. You know, you can have a Freightliner with either one in it. Freightliner skin, but just a different engine. So anyway, you got your job. The only thing that you're responsible for is yourself and the work that you're doing. You waiting on parts, this, that, and other. Shop boss telling you this. What's the timeline? The book says, and we know how that go. The book says this job pays 5 hours. You know, so if you get it done in less than that, you get paid for 5 hours. You get it done in 6 hours, you get paid for 5 hours. It will behoove you to hone your craft. But anyway, that's a whole, that the flag hours and book hours, that's a whole different story. So, you ain't got to deal with the customer who was leasing that truck that broke down that you in there working on. How come the truck ain't fixed, Joe? Well, I'm waiting on parts to bring me the rest of the stuff I need to finish the job. Okay, so you're clean. Okay, well, man, do this PM on that one with oil change and fuel filter and whatnot, while we waiting on part. The parts coming today? No, he said tomorrow. Good, pull him off and put him on something else so you can get something else out the door. Now, that's just his viewpoint. Now, go one step up above him. The shop boss. The shop boss answers to the service manager. Okay, shop boss got to overlook you. He got to look out for you. And he got to look out for his boss, the service manager over him, because he need to take care of the service manager so the service manager can take care of him. This is the part when low and middle level management, that until you make it up there, some people will hear it but don't understand it firsthand. So I'm giving it to you. Now, shop boss, he got to go tell the service manager, truck number 123 ain't going to be done. Why? Waiting on parts. He got everything apart. We just waiting on this. He waiting on that. We can put it back together. Okay, that's it. Ain't nothing you can do. He got to call Mr. Such and Such that was renting that truck, leasing that truck, because they do more. I said renting is leasing. They're truck leasers. They lease the fleets. Man, sometimes individuals, but most of the time it's big companies that they lease trucks to. Especially when their busy season hit, they lease 4, 5, 6 trucks or whatever the hell to fill out. Then when the holiday swell goes down, they turn them back in. Whatever. That's just an example. Now you got to get on the horn and call Mr. Lease the truck. Hey, sorry, your truck ain't gonna be ready until we're shooting for Tuesday, because we're waiting on the parts. The parts supposed to be in tomorrow morning. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do till then? Okay, then I need another truck. So now you gotta pull a rental, a lease unit off the line, if you have one, and put it out there and give it to him. And you saying, well, Nick, what's the problem with that? The problem is, if he's using the truck because the one you leased him is in the shop, then the company ain't gonna make no money on that truck. That truck is accumulating miles and wear and tear, and it ain't gonna recoup it. Not off of him. So, man, hey, the part come in, Joe puts it together. Say, man, hey, boss, what? Truck is good. I'm just waiting on the QC guy to road test it and everything, but he said he'll get it done before lunch. QC guy road test it, come back, it's good. All right, call Mr. Leaser, Mr. Lease guy. The guy, I'm just calling him Mr. Lease because he leased y'all truck, y'all big yellow box truck. Box truck gang, dang it. That's what I should have called him. Okay, you call Mr. Box Truck Gang. Sir, what? Your lease unit is ready. It's been QC'd, ready to go. Basically, that means you need to bring my rental back because I can't rent it if it's here on the yard. Know what he gonna say more often than not? All right. Well, we'll drop it off when he get done with his route. That's because they done loaded up that truck. They running. Dude running, making his deliveries. So, because if you think he gonna stop mid-route from wherever he delivering to, drive back to the big yellow truck lease company, take the stuff out of his truck, put it in that other one to give you yours back? I got bad news for you, sunshine. I got bad news for you, sunshine. That ain't happening, Captain. When he finish his route, he'll come by and drop it off because it's gonna be empty. If he have to bring it and swap it over, he ain't gonna get to deliver the rest of his load. He's gonna miss some unless everything he got is open all day deliveries, which is rare. And if it's a Friday, you're double screwed, because when he finished delivering his route, he's going home. He taking the truck back to the yard. He'll bring y'all truck back Monday. Joe, the mechanic on the floor, never sees none of that. He never experiences none of that. He don't know that the part being short, or him not doing it right the first time, or him taking 8 hours to do a job that's supposed to do 5 according to the book. And trust me, there's a lot of, sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, but it's a lot of time, energy, and effort that goes into determining the time that it should take to repair stuff that's in that manual. Even though the manual is it's a software program now, but be that as it may. You never see that because you don't have not a shop boss. He just got to tell the service manager. The service manager is the one that got to make the call to Mr. Box Truck Gang that's at least 10 of these big yellow ass box trucks, because he got a job to do too. He got customers waiting on him too. He delivering them reverse osmosis parts for that pump and strain system to Truth Teller's water purification company. He delivering the stuff over there, the super all them ink pens that got invisible ink in them, that the signature disappears in 2 weeks for super slides. I'm gonna sign you to a jacked up record deal company. He delivering the stuff that for Carrie for her crafts company. Everybody's behind. The only one that don't see it or feel it is Joe that's on the floor. That's it. That's it. I hope that makes sense. I want to do a stream on this one day. I really do. On how, from soup to nuts, from where it goes, from the guy that's on the floor, that's turning the wrench, from the tow guy that got to tow it in, to the guy that's on the floor that's turning the wrenches, to the parts man that's out there that got to get the parts, if he don't have them, to requisition them, to get them in, to get the truck turned around, to the lease manager, to the service manager, to the end user. I've been in every spot. Y'all be good and be safe. Sorry I can't do this in 5 minutes. This is only for those that want to feed their head. The ones that don't, I get it, because what I'm talking about ain't for everybody. The ones that do, I hope it makes sense to you. If you got any questions, ask me, I'll tell you. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.